How about that? They say my sisters are intimidating. Well, you know what? Some of my sisters are just sharp. They're smart. They're very witty. They could be very sarcastic. They have a different type of style to them. And so if you don't understand the culture as much, then yeah, it would appear intimidating. As I've gone with some of the other videos, our sisters have been pushed down low on the totem pole. They've been treated in all these unnecessary types of ways, from their men to other folks who have their belief systems. They believe in these stigmas. And so my sisters then come out and they may have an automatic, I don't want to say grudge, but reservation. They may have some reservation about how they respond to you when you come in contact with them. They're not sure which angle you're coming from. They're not sure whether or not they should trust you. So then it does seem like maybe our sisters are unapproachable. Now, there are some sisters, like I've talked about before, I'm never going to dispute or debate that there are not sisters out there who make it bad for the rest of our sisters, where they come with the attitudes and they're mad ignorant, extremely ignorant. I'm not going to ever say that we don't have sisters like that. But again, I always go back. There's all women that do the same type of thing. They all have that type of way about them, the ignorance about them. They may come off intimidating to other folks as well. But I would say, for my sisters, a lot of them, they just have a way of where they're not going to tolerate no nonsense. And that's why part of what happens with a lot of the brothers don't want to deal with that. They want to go to some of these other cultures who are going to be a little bit more submissive. And they're not going to necessarily, got some lightning out here. The boy better watch out. They're not going to sit up there and they're going to allow you to do whatever you want to do and just run all over them. And my sisters, bless their soul, a lot of them are not going to let you do that. And they shouldn't. They should be able to put folks in their place. They should be able to expect better, want better. They should be able to do that. So if you're mad about that, if you're upset at the fact that, oh, my sisters are just leveling up their playing and they're not going to take whatever type of stuff you dish out, then that's your problem. That's not intimidating to me. To me, that's like, you know what? Listen, I want somebody to be able to put me in my place, to be able to challenge me, to make me better, to make me grow. They could be submissive when they need to be submissive, but I want them to help me grow. This is a relationship that we need to grow. We need to learn from each other. And a lot of times my sisters, people look at that and they say, oh, you know what? That's too intimidating. They need to know their place. They need to just go in the kitchen and go cook. These passport boys. These passport boys. That's what most of these passport bums do. They got to go over to these other countries because they just don't have no game. They don't have no game to talk to the sisters. So they go over to these other women who a lot of times don't know no better, or they're trying to look for an opportunity to get over into the States. And so they'll do everything that they can do for you, just so they can take the opportunity that they can better their life. But that is the problem. So as far as my sisters being intimidating, like I said, there's some things that are just a part of the culture that our sisters are going to be. And if you're a part of the culture, then you'll understand. There are ignorant ones out there. But again, my sisters are sharp. They're smart. They got wit to them. They got the sarcasticness to them. They do a whole bunch of different types of things. And yes, they may seem unapproachable when you come around because they're the ones that you're laying all of the dirt towards. The one that you're misrepresenting all the time. The one that you're always talking about that doesn't belong. They're the outcasts. So you should expect that there's going to be a little bit of pushback. And I'm going to give you that slack. You know what I mean? So I don't know what type of intimidation that you have, but like I said, I have some women in my family that, yeah, they can get down, they can do what they need to do. They would whip our butts when we're younger, but it made us stronger. Made us stronger because we knew that they loved us and they knew that they weren't going to let us go out here to the wolves and get eaten up. You know what I mean? I'm going to catch you on the next note. Peace out.